Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lisa, and if you are new to this channel, welcome. I am all things clean beauty, and I also touch on fashion every once in a while. But today I am going to be getting into the new Beautycounter holiday palette. This is called the Golden Hour, and this is just a little sneak peek of what we're going to be getting into. So if you are interested in seeing this look and what I think about the palette, then just stay tuned. Don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel, and let's just get right into it. I am just gonna clip my hair back so it is out of our way. I actually got my hair cut today, even though you really can't tell, and she took the time to totally diffuse my hair. So I'm trying to utilize the waves that I have. Okay, nobody cares about your hair, Lisa. All right. Let's get right into this palette. So this is the packaging that it will come in. Super cute packaging. Sorry that it's a little dark today. I was planning on doing this before the sun went down, and then all of a sudden here we are. This is what the packaging looks like. And these are the shades. So pretty. It says, "You clean up nice." And there is a removable mirror right here. And it actually does like magnetize back in, so that's kind of nice. And this is a nice quality mirror here. So that's, yeah, I like that a lot. And they do that so then you can actually recycle these when you are done. And you can just take the mirror out. So one thing I do want to let you know about this palette is that it is talc free. So I know some people are they're just cautious about talc, and some people believe that you can't get asbestos out of talc. I know that Beautycounter third party tests all of their shadows, and I feel confident that they are doing a really great job, and they are going above and beyond what most beauty brands are doing. But if you still feel like I want to get a palette with no talc, or you have another reason, this is a great palette for you. So I am going to be applying them on camera. This is my first impression, really. I haven't even swatched any of these. So we have the 4 eyeshadows here, and shadow is definitely the one that I'm the most excited about. And then we have a blush, and we have a highlight. So let's go ahead and swatch this highlight. Ooh, that's real pretty. Very nice. Ooh, and it's got like a little bit of like a pinky undertone, but not too much. It's kind of like champagne. And then this is the blush, Horizon, and it definitely has like a satin look to it. I don't know why my hand is just like awkwardly up here. Here is the Horizon one. And then for comparison, I just want to swatch. This is one of my favorite blushes. It's called Nectar. So I'm just gonna swatch this one. I love the feel of their powders. They're just so smooth. Okay, so you can see that Nectar is a bit more, I would say more like peach, and this one's more like blushed undertones. Very, very pretty. I am excited. I love blush. I feel like blush just completes your face. It's so nice. Next, we are going to swatch the rest of these. So we have Aurora, Ray, Dawn, and Shadow. Whoops. Okay, so of course, I'm the most excited about Shadow. There it is. Whoops. Oh yeah, that's so pretty, especially for the fall. This is Ray. This is actually a lot more pigmented than I thought it was gonna be. I was a little worried, I'm not gonna lie. I was kind of worried when they were like no talc, and I was like, oh crap, these are gonna be different formula. They're gonna go back to their old formula, which I hate. I actually did a video like when I first started with Beautycounter, which was like, I think like 4 years ago. they had an eyeshadow and I was just like, crap, I'm not really in love with this. And then they came out with their new formula, which I love. So I definitely was a little scared that this formula wasn't going to be very good, but it's very pretty. And then I have the one more Aurora. Am I saying that right? I think so. Ooh, yeah, that's super pretty. That'll look really nice in the inner corner. Okay, so those are the swatches. I didn't really do a good job with Dawn. Let me try that one more time. Okay, so Dawn is just really light. All right, so that's the only one that I'm a little concerned with. But I already primed my eyes and I set it with some powder, so I am going to go right in with this. There's really no matte brown in here, so I'm actually gonna take my Charlotte Tilbury Bronze and Film bronzer and I'm gonna just go through the crease first. I just feel like this is a step that I always do and I can't not do, especially for my particular eye shape. I can't just go in straight with color. I just feel like it doesn't work very well for me and it just ends up looking unblended and kind of clownish, I guess. There is just a nice wash of bronzer across my eye, and now I am going to pick up the shade Shadow on a blending brush. These are from Morphe. They were super cheap, so I just picked them up because that's what I do. I don't know if I have a shade like this. This is really neat. I never imagined myself putting cranberry on my eyes, but this is pretty gorgeous. Okay, so I don't want to go too crazy with that, so I'm just gonna leave it like that for now and pat it on this eye, and then I'm gonna come back. Another thing I could have done, which now I'm wishing I did, is put some powder down. I found my beauty blender, and the reason why I wanted to find this one is because it has a sharp edge. And don't mind how this is changing color. I just used a soap and it just started changing. It's so weird. But okay, I'm going to be using the Beautycounter Loose Translucent. And I'm just putting that in the bottom of the cap. I'm putting the powder in the cap and I'm just gonna stamp it in there, and then I'm just gonna go through and stamp this. You could even use more powder if you want, but that's all the powder I want to use. Okay, so I'm going to go back in with my bronzer blending brush and just blend out that shade. Next, I'm gonna take a more precise brush and I'm gonna go into the Ray color here. And I'm just gonna put that in the middle and more in the inner corner. Next, I'm going to go into Aurora. I don't know why I can't say that. I'm gonna take my little pencil brush and I'm gonna go underneath with some bronzer. Whew. And then next I'm gonna go back into that shadow shade, the cranberry shade, and I'm going to just keep it on the outer corner. And if you get a little fallout, no big deal, because you did lay the powder down. So I'm gonna go back in with the shadow shade and I'm just gonna pack that on just a little bit more. I'm gonna take a flat brush like this and I'm gonna go back in to the whiter shade and I'm just gonna pop that up top. I'm actually gonna mix the Ray in with it. Yeah, that's a little more my jam. All right, next I'm gonna go in with the Beautycounter eyeliner. I love this stuff so much. I feel like it's not talked about that much, but this brush is just, it's one of my favorites. And I'm just gonna give myself a little flick. Hooded eyes are probably the hardest eyes to do eyeliner on, because oh my god, I sometimes just cannot talk and do my makeup. I feel like you see a lot of people who have hooded eyes, their wing kind of like curves, you know, and it's like a very easy mistake because, you know, you see people on YouTube and they like look into a mirror and they draw a straight line and they're like, oh, perfect. And then when you have hooded eyes and you open it up, it curves. So you have to keep your eyes open as you're doing your winged eyeliner. And don't worry, I'm gonna go in and fix that, but I'm gonna finish what I got started here. And then of course, making sure that they're even. Next, I'm gonna take one of my big fluffy brushes and just brush all of that excess away. And any fallout that I had just poof, went away. Next, I am gonna take a little Q-tip and I'm just gonna fix up my little mistake right here. I just let it dry and then typically it just flakes away. So if you make little mistakes like that, don't worry and be like, oh, I have to start all over. Just take a little Q-tip, let it dry, continue the other side or do something else, and then come back to it is my recommendation. Next, I'm gonna do mascara, curl my lashes, and I will be right back. Okay, so next I'm going to use the blush in the palette, and I'm just taking my blush brush. I keep holding it up thinking there's gonna be a mirror there. This is kind of annoying. I gotta get used to that. Oh, that's really pink. These blushes are so pigmented. I always forget. I feel like this one is way more pigmented than the Nectar one. You always want to put a little bit more than you want on because it will be the first to fade. So let's just go in with a tiny bit more. We don't want to look like a clown, but just enough. Okay, so I found my Japanesque brush. I believe this is Japanesque, and I'm gonna go in to the beam right here. And let's see what this looks like. Wow, that's super pretty. Wow, that is gorgeous. I feel like it's not, that's a beaming highlight, hence the name Beam. Okay. Ooh, I just love this color. Okay. I'm gonna actually avoid the beam on my nose. I'm noticing like that's not a thing anymore. Are you guys noticing this? I don't know. The beauty trends, they're always changing. All right, I am gonna go in with a little bit of bronzer. Let me, because I have to. I can't not go in with bronzer. It's just, I just have to. Just gonna use my Film Star Bronze and Glow. I feel like I'm very committed to using this for the rest of 2020 because I have an extra one on hand, but I don't want this one to go to waste because makeup does have an expiration date, so we do want to use our favorites, you know. I love it how people are always hating on Khloe Kardashian because she contours her nose. And I don't know, maybe I don't want to include this because maybe that's a controversial topic, but I feel like it's contour. What do you guys think? Do you think it's just... I mean, there's definitely some Photoshop going in there too, but who doesn't Photoshop on Instagram anymore? That's what I want to know. I don't. I don't look that great. Okay, so this is the finished look. I am going to just go in with a lip liner because that's just what I have to do in every single video. This is Iconic from Charlotte Tilbury. And then I'm gonna try out a new lip gloss today because why not? I'm in the mood. I am actually going to go in with the Dahlia lip gloss. Ooh, very pink. All right, you guys, so that is the finished look as you saw in the beginning of the video. I am really impressed with this palette. Like I said in the video, I was a little worried that they were gonna change the formula so much that I wasn't gonna get the pigmentation that I get from the other palettes, but I am very, very impressed with this. I feel like the pigmentation is there, and obviously this highlight is gorgeous. The beam is probably my favorite, and then this eyeshadow color called Shadow is really pretty. So I give this a thumbs up. So if you want to check it out and you are in the mood for some fall blush colors, I would definitely check this out. So all of the products will be linked down below that I used on my face today. And thank you so much. Please join the family, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.